A solemn atmosphere enveloped the Church of Christ in Nations headquarters in Jos, Plateau State, as family members, dignitaries, friends, and sympathizers gathered to bid farewell to the late Professor Janet Punyit Plang, a distinguished academic, devoted public servant, and compassionate humanitarian. ADBN's correspondent Mario Gigi brings us details.
It was a moment heavy with grief but rich with tributes as mourners gathered to honor the life and legacy of Professor Janet Punyit Plang. Speaking at the funeral service, President of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, described Professor Plang as a woman of immense grace and selfless service.
The reason that we came was to come and join all of you to bid farewell to a quintessential professor, a woman who loved humanity, a woman who prepared the children of and future leaders of tomorrow.
On the issue of security, the Senate President also reaffirmed the National Assembly's commitment to addressing security concerns in Plateau State.
Above all, Your Excellency, the Governor of Plateau State, you spoke and we listened. Your words will resonate in our hearts, even in the chambers of the Senate. We shall stand by you. We will get to the root of this matter. Be rest assured that when we leave here, we will discuss with the leadership of the country. We will take steps to correct some of the anomalies that are happening. We will look into the root cause of this problem. And I can assure you that the evil we see today will end very soon.
In his own tribute, Plateau State Governor Caleb Mutfwang said the state was not only mourning the loss of a beloved academic, but also reeling from recent violent attacks. He urged the federal government to take decisive steps to restore lasting peace.
And Mr. Senate President, you have heard some of the challenges confronting us. Last Tuesday, I had the misfortune of visiting a community where 27 people were murdered in cold blood. I had the misfortune that traders were returning home after going to the market. Their vehicle was ambushed and 13 of them were killed in Bokos. I would beg the Senate of the Republic to help us.
President of the Senators' Wives Association, Dr. Unoma Akpabio, praised Professor Plang's calm spirit and unwavering devotion to humanity, calling her a beacon of compassion and purpose.
She was a very great woman, very honest, hardworking. There is none of us that did not see something in Prof. She was very calm. No matter how we fight amongst ourselves, she just be quiet in her own corner, always smiling.
In a message delivered through Mrs. Salamatu Gbajabiamila, First Lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu offered heartfelt condolences, commending the late professor's lifetime of remarkable contributions.
Her Excellency remembers Professor Plang as a woman who embodied the values we must all aspire to: integrity, modesty, faith, and the courage to serve selflessly in both public and private life.
An emotional Senator Dickett Plang, husband of the deceased, described his wife as the unshakable pillar of their home, a loss too deep to bear.
I thank you. The coming of these our leaders is another message to my wife that I'm sure she will be very fulfilled. Rest my wife, rest on you, oh God, rest on you.
From the pulpit, Kokin President Reverend Amos Mozo extolled Professor Plang as a woman of deep faith and integrity. Testimonies flowed from academic institutions, royal fathers, alumni groups, and longtime friends, all celebrating a life that touched many. Preaching the funeral sermon, retired Reverend David Pofi challenged mourners to live purposefully with eternity in view. The service drew a wide array of dignitaries, including the Deputy Senate President, several serving senators, a former governor of Plateau State, and traditional rulers. Professor Janet Punyit Plang was finally laid to rest at her family's burial ground in Pangshin local government area, a tearful goodbye to a woman whose legacy will continue to echo in the lives she touched. Mary Ojiji, ADBN News.